If you've ever been on self-improvement before, you know that you're going to, at some point, have to reject other people. When you go through a major life transformation and you quit old habits that you used to do, people around you are going to assume that you still want to do those things, even when you don't. Maybe it's your parents telling you to take a path that you shouldn't, or people around you who are unsuccessful giving you advice that you don't really want to listen to. It could also just be your friends trying to get you to go back to old habits that you told them you quit. And for the longest time, I struggled saying no to people. Anytime someone would ask me to do something, my default response would be yes, even if I couldn't and even if I didn't want to. I was afraid of saying no to them because I thought that it would make them think of me as less. People don't realize this, but saying no to people makes them think of you as more. And the reason for this is because you're setting boundaries. If you lack self-respect, of course you're always going to say yes to people because you have no self-respect and you'll do anything. But when you say no, it shows that you have a level of self-respect that most people don't, because you're willing to turn somebody down to do something that you know is harmful to yourself and to them. This doesn't mean you should go block all your friends and tell them you're better than them now and you don't need to play video games or do whatever bad habit. All this does is make them feel less than you. I'm talking about establishing boundaries. If you don't want to play video games, don't play them. Don't feel bad just because you have to use the word no. If you know you have to reject somebody, don't wait around to do it. Maybe you need to end a toxic relationship or friendship, but you feel like you're going to hurt the other person. They're only going to get more hurt and more upset when you end it later in the future. They become more and more attached to you as time goes on, and the longer you're with somebody, the sadder it's going to make them when the inevitable breakup comes. Just do it now. I know it's hard to let go of people when you have nobody else to talk to. All the people you used to be friends with, they're still present in your life. They're still available to talk to you. But the fear of having nobody makes it hard to leave them. And I'm guessing you want to find people you relate to, but you don't know where to start. That's exactly why I've created a free Discord community, which will be linked top of the description if you're interested in joining. Anyways, the principle also applies to addictions and habits as well. The easiest time to quit any addiction is right now. The longer you wait to leave is going to make it more difficult to shake the habits, because your dependencies don't lessen with time, they only increase exponentially. There will never be an easier time to quit than right now. And the time that God has given you on this earth is extremely precious. Stop wasting it doing harmful things just because somebody else wants you to. If you stuck to God's plan and you focused on what He told you to do for your future, you'd be able to provide for your wife and your children. But you care more about what some high school friend thinks than the future of your family. And I'm not talking about just saying no when you want to be selfish and you don't want to do something that's genuinely going to help somebody else. I'm talking about when you know it's harmful for them, but you enable them anyways because you want to, make them feel better. If you're genuinely helping somebody and you are genuinely going to improve their life, go ahead and say yes, even if it takes up a lot of your time. It is worth it because God will give you infinitely more. As always, stay alert and may God be with you.